Ugh.
What's good, everybody? It's your man DL Saint. You know
Thing,
what it
man.
is. Man, so what, man? You're a tough guy. You're supposed to get men's supposed to have scars. He got a little scar on his face. I ain't gonna tell you how it happened, but
You should see the other guy.
you should see the other guy. So look, you know, it's Sunday, man. We down here, man, just chopping it up with my people. And Joe was schooling me on everyone's talking about AI. I know about AI. I understand AI, but there's AGI, artificial general intelligence, and then you were saying there's ASI, artificial super intelligence. I haven't heard about that, bro.
Apparently, it's when this thing is smarter than everybody talking to everybody. Like it's like
But
I don't
that's
really.
like AI. AI in general will become smarter than people within a matter of.
Well, I think I think we'd have to look up the difference between you were talking about the singularity. Like, is the singularity AGI or is the singularity ASI?
It would have to be ASI.
I would think so too.
The singularity is basically self-awareness. So once
Like
AI
computer
becomes
self-aware.
computer becomes self-aware, what then?
Is that the generally accepted? Yeah.
That's the singularity is when the computer becomes self-aware, it's plugged into everything. What happens next? Now, I'm a sci-fi guy. So are we at the mercy of that super intelligence? Did we just create God?
Kind of. Those are all questions that are interesting to think about, bro. Yo, it's crazy.
Pretty sure AI built the pyramids.
Well, that whole pyramid shit that's going on right now is crazy
That's
too.
insane. The caverns underneath. I did look into that a little bit.
Right? It's the pyramid of Giza, yeah.
I looked into that a little bit. There was the story about the big coils underneath. They say that part is not necessarily true.
Well, because the images are fuzzy. If you look at the images, like they don't know what it is, but it does look like they're saying it could be a walkway. It could be like a spiral walkway that goes.
But no matter what, it's
shit's crazy.
How could the Egyptians dig that deep? That's the bottom line. On top of everything else, they dug that deep.
And then how'd they get that granite all the way down there? The granite box that it's all sitting on top of that is probably, right? We could talk about the spirals and all the other bullshit, but like they got a granite box at the bottom that, for what?
Never mind the spiral. What about that box?
And they're talking about it being an acoustic generator.
Yes.
Like using sound waves to propagate and create energy.
Hydrogen. Energy, or something like that.
I don't know.
What do I know? Pretty sure AI made it. Whoever those people were back then, they had AI. This artificial super intelligence ain't new.
Have you watched the Graham Hancock Ancient Apocalypse series on Netflix?
Yeah, I've seen all those.
Well, this plugs into his thing where he thinks that there was some intelligence that's been lost over the years because they got wiped out by whoever and they were doing things that were super advanced that we're not doing right now.
Yeah, the theory is the Egyptians found the pyramids. They didn't build them.
Oh.
That's the theory. They found them. It's like, oh, well, let's just use this.
And put tombs in them. And
that's the theory. That's a working theory. So that the pyramids predate all that.
Really?
So again, now it gets into, okay, who was here? Now you get into that. We came from out the Anunnaki were here, or what planet. So because a lot of people are like, oh, you crazy, man. You sound like a flat earther. I'm like, do I? I mean, we can't.
You look like a flat earther. I don't think you sound like one,
though. That's how he got his head messed up the first time, fucking with me. But no, the thing is, we can't move or build the pyramids from Egypt or Central and South America. We can't do that today. We can't move those stones today with our technology. So how the hell did they do it?
We can't? Yeah, we can.
We can't move those slabs too heavy. It's not a machine made today that can do it. That's another reason they like, dude.
Shut up.
We can't. It's absolutely
Bro,
true.
we got machines that can move.
We did those.
We got cranes that can move.
Heavy. We can't do it.
Buildings.
Not in one piece. We put them together.
I've never heard
one
that argument.
solid slab. As soon as this is over, I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna pull it up and show it to him.
No, I mean, this is just the. Here's the fact that I know that's crazy. It's just the fact that how far away the stones came from. the normal size ones that aren't. Let's pretend it can be moved by a crane today or whatever. Back then, how the fuck did they get that thing from the ocean to or wherever? Yo,
And it's built so precisely that you can't slide a dollar bill between the stones. We can't do that.
and they say if one of those stones is off by 0.00 whatever, that the whole pyramid is off because of the way that you have to build
none
them.
of it works. How did they do that?
I don't know, dude. This shit blows my brain.
How did they do that? And they riding around in chariots and they got arrows. How did
It
they
doesn't
do
make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Just like the moon landing, it doesn't make any sense.
that? They went to the moon. Someone just recently landed on the moon. It wasn't a manned mission, but there's another ship that
It's a
just
lander.
landed on it. A lander.
Yeah, we have
I think it was India did it, but the reason I'm certain we went to the moon because we were racing with the Russians.
You can't be certain.
Here's the thing: if the Russians could prove that America lied, you don't think the commies would have done that?
Well, for sure, but they don't gotta know.
Why would my point is this: why would the Russians and all the other countries who have, unmanned vehicles around the moon lie and say, yeah, because the stuff that they left is still up there. The stuff that America left is still up there. It's still up there.
Here's
the flag is
all right,
there.
Listen. Here's the only argument that I've heard to this that all right. It's just interesting. Okay, I'm not saying we did or didn't land on the moon. Let's be clear. I am not going to say I'm sure of either one. All the images that we have of our stuff, like there's a satellite that goes around the moon. Well, that's NASA. So the same people that have to keep the lie going are the ones sending the pictures.
But the Russians
It doesn't
also
mean it
have
didn't
pictures.
happen.
Yeah, the Russians also have pictures.
What?
The Indians
No,
have
they don't.
pictures. The Japanese
No,
have
they don't.
pictures. Yes, they do.
No, they
Everyone was taking pictures.
What? From where?
The Russians they've had missions that have gone out there and they've taken pictures of the moon. If
No.
anything, just to prove that the Americans didn't do it. That's my whole point.
But they haven't taken pictures of our shit. I've never seen an independently verified picture of our shit that didn't come from us. That's what I'm trying to say.
Y'all, leave it in. What's going on here? Put that in the comments below.
And just for the record, I want to believe. I want,
We need some
I
proof
want us
here.
to have landed on the moon. But like these pictures, a lot of them are doctored. It's very clear. Did they just take the pictures on Earth, but they actually went to the moon and didn't have cameras to go to the moon with, so they just tried to fake the whole thing from here, and like both things happened at the same time? That's possible too. I'm not trying.
Even to fake it, it's thousands and thousands of people that
I
would
don't
have
think
to
it's
keep
thousands.
the secret. Bro, everyone they would have to keep a secret. Okay, you got to get the astronauts to do it.
Yeah,
You got to get all of them to keep a secret.
it's hundreds. The person count, I believe, is hundreds. And listen, it's for national security. Don't tell anybody. We're trying to beat the Russians. Just zip it up. We're gonna do this because
Maybe.
JFK said we were gonna do it, so we're doing it. And just it's for your country. It's for your country, son. Like,
Maybe.
and then
But the reason I say thousands is because if you're gonna fake it, you need a whole crew. You gotta get the hangar. You
Yep.
gotta do all that stuff.
Yep.
You got all the editing, all the editors, right? You got all of the analysts. So when they are looking at the real pictures, because no one disputes that there's satellites up there and there's equipment up there. So you got those people will be involved. It's just a really big secret.
it is. There's
really
a lot
big
of really big secrets.
And someone would have said something by now. In their
I mean,
will.
they have.
Well,
We got one of the guys that went to the moon saying we didn't go to the moon. Like, isn't that what John Glenn says?
John Glenn said they saw people on the dark side of the moon. And you could listen to the transmissions. They were like, oh, they were talking about structures and stuff.
Right, I remember that one too. See, so that's even more interesting shit. So again, it's not that we didn't go to the moon, but did people get out, bounce around, drive in a car? Did all those things happen? It seems like maybe not.
Car's still there.
Have you seen the video of the thing blasting off to go back to Earth?
I've seen the
Okay.
video.
What camera took that footage?
The
And then how do we
remote
get it
camera
back?
left behind. It was
What remote
tracking.
camera? It's 1960, whatever
They
the
had
fuck.
remote cameras back then. It was on a gimbal. They had.
Did you see how there's no stars in the sky? And the
You can't-
thing
you
looks
can't-
like
they-
it's on a
they've already
set
talked
for
about
sure?
that. You can't see the stars.
What?
With the camera, the cameras can't. It's the settings. You have to set the settings on the camera.
No, you don't.
You got to do that here. Yes, you
There's
do.
no atmosphere. There's literally no atmosphere. There's no lensing effect. There's no nothing. It's
They're
like the
saying
stars are there,
because,
bro.
like in the vacuum of space, if you want to take a picture, like that picture of Earth,
Yeah.
the Earthrise. They're like, how come we can't see?
Well, they
it?
say that's fake too.
Well, the original was in black and white. No, the guy who took that stuff, they didn't land. He was up
Right.
in the orbiter.
Supposedly.
And he said he took that picture with his own camera. I don't even think it was a NASA camera. There's a story, I'm gonna send it to you. I saw it. It's a story on that.
All right. Well, look into the Van Allen radiation belt and why
They talk about that.
we haven't moved a single fucking human through that Van Allen radiation belt except for these missions that went to the moon.
They talked about that, and they're like, that belt isn't as deadly as people say it is. And they're saying, well, how come we haven't gone back to the moon? They're like, because there's no real reason to do it. It costs too much money. That's
There's
what they're
plenty
saying.
of reasons to go.
But I believe there's been other nations who they didn't land, but they went to the moon and came back. That's what I want to look up to see if look. It's like if they
I want to believe, but there are too many things that are incongruent. Like there are 1,000% pictures that they say came from the moon from the missions where two shadows do this. Undeniably, two shadows, which means there's a light source here and there's a light source here. On the moon, there's one light source. That shit was fake. I don't know the extent of how far it goes after that, but there's enough things for me to really scratch my fucking head, and I don't want to. I don't want to be one of these guys. The Earth is round. Just for the record, the Earth is round.
And I normally defer to the scientists and the astronauts. And I met a few of those. I'm really starting to hate motorcycles. Only in Ybor. Only in Ybor. I can't say what I
They're
want to
really
say.
douchey. Yeah, the guys who come through Ybor are really douchey.
Anywhere else, all right, cool. I rode for a long time, but I never would. I kept my. Anyway,
Here's another one.
there's another one. These are dudes who don't know how to talk to women and they think the motorcycle's going to help them. That's
No, the funny thing we always laugh about is those guys they're never with a woman.
ever.
Those same guys, there's never
She
a
ain't
woman
even on
with-
the bike. When I was to ride, me and my cousin would ride, women would chase us down in their car, get out the car, get on the bike, ride with us. Total strange, didn't even know her name. She's grabbing on me. You just having fun. Spend the whole day with you. And I see these dudes riding around all night on a bike with loud music and a loud engine and no
Revving it up.
woman. And no
For no
woman.
reason. Yeah, no
So
woman.
get some game, fellas. Y'all need some game. I don't care
Good
what
luck.
you got.
Good luck with that.
I mean, just have me sitting next to a motorcycle. I bet you I get two women ask me if she can ride. Can I ride? Like, I ain't even ride. They say, there's a motorcycle. You're going to look at him. Can I ride? Let's go.
You can ride. I need a motorcycle. It's a bike. What? Bike. Bicycle.
This is us being good.
Don't be disgusting.
This is us being good.
Gross.
So, but yeah, we just want to chop it up a little bit, y'all. You know, everyone has these conversations. We thought we'd just throw it out here. People getting on this. You guys are talking about the LGBTQ thing. You're talking about having gay. What was you going to come in and talk about? Just some random stuff right now. Talking politics. Nothing controversial. Just talking about the moon.
Bro, everything's
We went there.
controversial.
Yeah, we went there. He says he wants proof. Doubtful Thomas over
I
here.
do.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to stick my hand through the side, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, all the original films, destroyed. Don't exist. All the original equipment, destroyed. Doesn't exist. Did you know that? Did you know that?
Somebody needs to put on their tinfoil hat.
I'll go make one right now, bro. I'm telling you, this is tinfoil hat worthy. Again, the earth is round.
I just believe if America faked that, Russia would have exposed them.
What do we have
my
on
opinion.
Russia? What do we have on Russia that you don't know about?
No.
I don't know.
No, we ain't got nothing.
I'm just saying.
We ain't got nothing on Russian.
It all goes deep.
Putin
bro.
would do it right now.
It all goes deep. But he'd have
No.
to prove it. I don't think he's got a lot of proof.
But
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard at a certain level. It's hard to prove things.
It's just like
You
people
can just talk about it, and then people go, like, "Oh, that could happen," but no one ever has proof.
see. Joe's a guy that didn't believe Sputnik was up there back in the day. There's nothing up there like, bro, we can hear it. Listen, do. That can be anything.
Well, I can see the International Space Station, so like
You
I
can
know
see
that's
that.
there.
You know
See that
that's
with
there.
your naked eye.
And we
That's
know
pretty
that the
trippy.
equipment is on the moon, but that doesn't mean a human put it there.
No, we don't know the equipment's on the moon. This is what I'm
We
arguing.
use it to track the distance between the moon and Earth. We
How
know
come-
it's
no.
the exact. We know because there's equipment there that they use. They shoot a laser out there. The laser bounces off the equipment we left and comes back.
No,
to
but I think
America.
it just bounces off the moon. I don't think it bounces off the equipment.
I think it
You
bounces
don't
off
need you don't need equipment to use lasers.
I think they decided to put the equipment there because, and there's other things that it does, but I think they wanted to use the equipment so it could be absolutely precise.
Well, regardless, we could have gotten a new way. That wasn't from the '60s, I don't think. I think that was some other mission.
That would have
I
been.
don't
That's the only
recall
time
Apollo.
we went. Well, like
I'm saying you
my-
could just
to my
land something
point,
on the moon.
Yes, you could just land something.
Right? That's not human.
Right. Human doesn't have to.
So again,
get-
I do believe that we can send things out past the Van Allen. I just don't think humans can go past the Van Allen radiation realm. I think that, I mean, I don't. Again, just based on the evidence that I read, I don't know shit about it. I'm not a fucking astrophysicist. I don't do this shit. But there's too many questions. There's too many questions. It's
Smart people, do us a favor. Hit us up. Send us the information in the comments below so we can get to the bottom of this. We got Doubting Thomas over here trying to shove his finger through something. Pause. You know what I mean? So we can find out what's going on with the moon. I'm DL Saint. This is,
I'm Joel.
and we are out of here. Peace.